Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Remy Ma is facing a lot of criticism. People are finally seeing her for the corny human being that she is, okay? And we're also going to be talking about Paprika Spice and this entire Cleopatra mess. The father had to come out here and speak on that. The manager had to come out here and speak on that as well. Paprika Spice herself is facing a lot of criticism because, well, she's trying to throw her way out of this entire situation. Azealia Banks is out there, talking about Nicki Minaj just giving her props. And we're also going to be talking about Capella Grey getting caught in this entire shenanigan as well. And Sabrina Carpenter, of course, the Billboard 200 update is here. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, let us talk about this entire Remy Ma situation. Now, previously I told you that she was out there teasing a song where she was bragging about, doing that to a friend, the S word, and saying that imagine what I would do to a bee that I do not dislike. So it seems like now the song is finally out, and a lot of people really are not feeling it. Okay, first of all, people are cloaking that, listen, your son is facing similar charges, and here you come thinking that this is cute, and for somebody to come out here bragging about actually violating their friend like that, like now from the Remy Ma thing to the Cleopatra and Ice Spice situation, I don't know the meaning of the word friend anymore, because clearly people really just be hanging with people that they dislike. But anyway, people were not feeling that. A lot of people were criticizing her to the point that she had to disable her comment section because nobody was having it. That's number one. Number two, the video itself, it seems like a lot of people really were not feeling it because she was topless, and people were like, okay, for a long time you came out here bashing the likes of Nicki Minaj for embracing their sexuality, saying that, oh my god, I don't gotta do all that, I stay covered up, and now you're coming out here doing a song without wearing unclad, like the entire upper part of your body is unclad, and you're the same person who came in preaching. So some of the things, you guys, it just goes to show you that all this while Remy was out there coming hard for Nicki, saying, oh, she dresses like this, oh, she's doing this. Oh, meanwhile, she wanted to do all of that. Meanwhile, that's all she wanted. And of course, you do know that there are advocates of, Black love that felt like, oh my God, for you to be singing promiscuous lyrics and you used to be an advocate for that love, why are you being this? It seems like it's an entire mess. And some people are complaining about seeing Fat Joe's, milkers. People are like, we are not ready to see those ones. Why are you exposing us to that? And I don't blame them. I'm just like, what have we done? Like, what have we done to see this man's upper body unclad? Like, why are you showing us that? Those are matters of the inner chambers. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared to be looking at Fat Joe's upper body. Like, what are you doing? Unclad. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about this entire fiasco with Ice Spice and Cleopatra. It seems like a lot of people from Ice Spice's camp are trying to come in here to do some firefighting, but people are just not having it. Gems, yes, the Nicki Minaj obsessed Gems is coming through, making excuses for their behavior and things like that. So basically, he's trying to say that it is Cleopatra's fault, that she went out there without preparing. She should be grateful because she was given an opportunity and things like that. However, they seem to not acknowledge the fact that, Cleopatra was only notified a day before the tour. So now he's trying to leverage off of the fact that, well, no management got into contact with Cleopatra. But I will say that that doesn't really excuse anything that, Ice Spice did towards this girl, because when you listen to Cleopatra talking, she's narrating from the perspective of a friend. You can tell that it's not even about business, because when she got invited, and it was another artist who invited her, she went there in the capacity of her being a friend and thinking that a friend was actually trying to put out an olive branch. So all this talk that this man is doing, saying that, oh, representation, oh, this and that, oh, this and that, it really honestly just makes Ice Spice look bad. And it also just solidifies everything that Cleopatra has been saying about this girl. Okay. And I'm just like, this James person is going to be the downfall of Paprika Spice. Like, seriously, he is going to be the downfall. All right. And he was like, oh, well, an artist does not invite another artist on a tour. In what capacity? In friendship capacity, duh. That's why Cleo is shocked, because she didn't expect this from a friend. But from the beginning, I always tell you people that if somebody that is in your circle, if somebody who has access to you is acting funny, move away. Like, especially if you see that things are calculated, if you see that, well, people are intentionally trying to, subtly sabotage you. There are always those clues, those little clues. Remove yourself from that situation before you suffer further embarrassment, because with everything, how it's playing out, clearly Ice Spice was never Cleopatra's friend. Like, you can tell, even from the text messages, Cleo was still being respectful, and this girl went out here calling her loser, entitled, and this and that. And it was, you could tell from the response from Cleopatra that it was shocking for her, because when she brought it up to Ice Spice, it wasn't like, initially, it wasn't to make her feel some type of way. It was about her explaining how she made her feel. And immediately, Ice got into attack mode, talking about condescending things. Oh my God, you ate so much food. Now you're thinking all this time that you were hanging with this person, they were literally watching you eat your food so that they can make a mockery out of it. Like, what type of a friendship is that? Anyway, as if that was not enough, the father decided to also come in here. And I'm just like, this is one little Cleopatra. And the whole clan is coming to Paprika Spice's defense. So Ken Barbie had posted and said, well, things are getting nasty as the fallout between Cleopatra and Ice Spice continues, with Cleo now debunking Ice's claim of being Nigerian. Her father is a Hispanic man. I seen him on tour. Okay, so he then posted a screenshot of Cleopatra saying that. Now I guess this explains why the Transformer was like, how am I different from Ice Spice? I guess maybe the Transformer knew Ice Spice's father, because people were saying that, well, he's Hispanic passing. So the father came and said, Ken, I'm gonna address this right here. I'm a black man, born and raised in the BX. Keep me out of this BS. And then he also said, at Cleopatra, we met twice in the green room. We barely spoke. Who said I'm Hispanic? But after all has been said, he did not boldly say that he's Nigerian. And some people were like, oh, a DNA test was done. Those DNA tests that people do, the genetics, whatever test that they do. And then they say, oh, I'm 2% West African. Oh, like, using that logic, I can tell you that I'm British. I can also walk around saying I'm British at this point, because please. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, it seems like the father came through to defend the child and talk about, oh, I'm this, but we still did not hear him boldly tell us why his daughter is moving around lying and claiming to be Nigerian. Like, what is that? Honestly, like, now I'm just giving everything about this girl a side eye. I feel like herself, she's a messy human being, coupled with James, and now the dad, how he's behaving, I'm just looking at that like, there's gonna be something wrong with this girl. Like, seriously, as if that was not enough, this girl decided to embarrass herself further. Imagine in a serious situation like that. She said, on my flight board, so let's play Would You Rather. And then option 1, be a mean bed B. 2, be a slow bum B. And I'm just like, for someone who used to call a friend, this is very corny. Like, I'm telling you, I don't think that at some point, if you were friends, you would go down, you would stoop this low. Like, it really doesn't make any sense for someone you were out there saying, oh, that's my friend, I'm trying to give her an opportunity. And this is somebody that forgave you after you spoke a lot of, stuff on her name. And Cleo, like, what were you trying to do? Like, that's what I'm not even getting, because clearly this girl never messed with you. This girl never had the same energy for baby Storm. So you can clearly tell that she never had any regard for Cleopatra whatsoever, because I mean, if you're going down this lane and you're the one who's in the wrong, that says a lot about you and your character and how you feel about that person. She also said, what should should I do for dinner? Steakhouse and chicken salad. As if that was not enough, she decided to even go further, you guys, and started talking about weight. And with that, that's when she lost a lot of people. Like, people were like, nah, you're just taking it too far now. This entire mean girl thing, yeah, you're doing way too much, okay? And people also started pointing out the fact that, well, she was out there, doing the Nicki Minaj poll thing that she recently did. And some people, like, they think, her team is having a study Nicki Minaj. She's trying to do a Chandy thing. She's trying to handle this the Chandy way. And I'm just like, I'm not feeling her. If anything, I feel like, yeah, she's losing, people's support. People are really beginning to see her for who she really is. Meanwhile, Azealia Banks is out there showing, love and approval to Baby Storm. Azealia Banks said, well, Baby Todd. Looks like I gotta hand this one to you. You got it, sis. And then Baby Storm said, I still dislike you, but thanks. I think that's the most hilarious interaction on the internet. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, Baby Storm is also telling Cleo that I told you, and Cleo said, well, I tried to to come for you because it didn't come from a genuine place and things like that. So yeah, man, let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire mess. Capella Grey somehow found himself in this entire nonsense. Well, he inserted himself in that and said, I got invited to tour and paid for the bus, my own hotels for me, and my team, all the food, all that. The opportunity was in being able to be on a tour and showcase my music as an upcoming artist that couldn't fill those type of venues yet. Great for all the industry people quiet right now, because it's kind of hard to sympathize with this if you've been around and know how this go. Certain people, friend or not, if they ask me to go on tour with them right now, we out. I'll figure it out, man. I need that look. And people tore him up. People tore him up. People were like, are you missing the part where Cleopatra was asking Ice Spice, what she would need to cover? And she said, don't worry, I've got you. And are you also missing the part where this girl was invited a day into the tour? Are you missing all of that? And I feel like initially Ice Spice, when she said that I got you, she felt like, there's a way she could squeeze in Cleopatra and things like that. And I do feel like after, getting to a team, there was no transparency there. I feel like she was telling Cleopatra one thing and her team had another idea altogether. So after all has been said and done, the situation is an entire mess. Stay away from people who show the slightest signs of jealousy. I promise you. Like, I cannot tell you how many times my mom would always, oh my God, you're right. I used to think that you're quick to cut people off, but now after seeing how they are moving, you were absolute. And I'm like, woman. And I'm like, recently my mom said the same thing. And I'm just like, man, you think I'd just be cutting people off for no reason? This is the outcome if you don't nip it in the bud, on time. Oh my God. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Azealia Banks. Now, with Azealia Banks and her commentaries and things like that, yeah. So, Buzzing Pop posted and said, Nicki Minaj says there are surprise features on Pink Friday 2 Deluxe album, Gag City Reloaded. Any guesses on who they might be? And it's a picture that Nicki Minaj shared for, Pink Friday 2, the Deluxe album. And Azealia Banks came in and said, this is such a look. Sis really gave Barbie what Queen us a trip this tears so much. And I'm just like, with Azealia Banks, I can't seem to take anything seriously that she says. I really cannot. That's the thing. With her, I can't, because it wouldn't be surprising if you go back down, in a history of tweets, you could see it's not surprising that you would find another comment of her criticizing this very same look. That's Azealia for you. And I don't even know if she will be serious all this entire time. But anyway, this time it seems like it was, positive. So yeah, we'll give you that, okay? And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Sabrina Carpenter, okay? Now, you guys do know that Billboard 200 was delayed because of this entire shenanigan happening between Travis Scott and Sabrina Carpenter, when they both surprise dropped, additional versions on the last last day of streaming. Now, it is actually being reported that, well, Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet has managed to debut on #1 on this week's Billboard 200, and it's her first career #1 album, and it seems like, well, she has 362,000 album units. So yeah, congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter. Congratulations for being able to beat the fraudulent ex, in my own opinion. But that being said, Travis ended up debuting at #2, and his numbers were not even bad as well. They were not bad at all. And so let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj and Bia are out there excited for Gig City. Bia tweeted and said, "Gig City reloaded Philly tomorrow," and put some love emojis, and Nicki Minaj put also some love emojis. Now, do we have any Philly Barbz in the building, and are you guys going to be attending? It seems like the show is already sold out. So yeah, congratulations to Nicki Minaj for being able to ace another win like that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about King's baby mama. It seems like guys, do you remember when I was telling you that King is expecting a child? So it seems like the baby mama is coming out here letting it known that, well, she's the one who's going to be carrying the heir to to Clifford's trap kingdom. To T.I.'s kingdom. Oh my god, the girl came out here and she's just basically flexing on the Instagram. Personally, I'm struggling to take this seriously. King is having a baby. I'm sorry, I just can't. I really can't. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but a lot was happening, eh? It seems like Adele was out here telling her fans that, well, she will be taking a break in as far as her career is concerned, and she was basically wrapping up some of of her shows, and she will be finishing her residency, and she delivered a very heartfelt speech about that entire situation. She said that she's built a life and now she wants to go and enjoy that life. And I'm like, yeah, way to go, yeah. It's always important once in a while to go outside, enjoy your life, and live your true life away from the spotlight. So I will insert a snippet of Adele's speech, and she ended up crying even whilst she was delivering that speech. All right, and so yeah, let me just insert that quickly, and I'll catch you after that.
I would like everyone who's come to any one of my shows ever, thank you so much for coming. I'm not the most comfortable performer, I know that, but I am very fucking good at it, and I have really enjoyed performing for nearly 3 years now, which is the longest I've ever done and probably the longest I will ever do. And I have 10 shows left after this, back in my residency, because I was poorly earlier on in the year, so those got delayed, and obviously everything was supposed to be my last show. I'm thrilled that it's not, because I still have and that's exactly 5 weeks of shows, because it's like weekends and stuff like that, and 10 shows to do. But after that I will not see you for an incredibly long time, and I will hold you dear in my heart for that whole next of my break. And I will fantasize about these shows and any shows that I've done over the last 3 years. And I will really, really hold them in the bottom of my heart forever. It has been amazing. I just need a rest. And I have spent the last 7 years building a new life for myself. And I want to live it now. I want to live my new life that I've been building. And I will miss you terribly. And I will see some of you, I'm sure some of you will end up being in fucking Vegas. I wouldn't put it past you. But I will remember these shows for eternity. They have been spectacular. People have come out rain or shine.
Well, there you heard what Adele had to say. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Nicki Minaj decided to hop on Instagram Live whilst all the mess was happening yesterday, and she had a couple of messages for the Barbz, and let me leave you listening to that, and I will catch you in my next video. I don't think that after that I will be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm about to post a picture that I think is so, like, it's just, I don't know. You'll understand when you see the picture. To me, the picture looked like if I stepped back in time. And, hi, Kyle Richards. How are you? Okay, so guys, the tour starts tomorrow. I was just with Glam doing like last minute touches on certain outfits with Maher and going over like, hair options and stuff. So the hair, hi Lucia. Thank you, Kyle. As do you. But anyway, so the hair, you'll see the hair that I'm wearing in the picture, y'all. It's not bumped, obviously, right? So it's just like, you know what? Let me block your and two things for my bitch. Somebody just got blocked. Hey, Bob. Oh, your friend Bob said hi. Yes, Bob.
Bob, what's poppin', Bob?
So anyway, tomorrow is the first day back on our tour. So we did a record-breaking tour, thanks to the Barbz. That went into the US, Canada, and so many other beautiful countries, and did a bunch of festivals and stuff like that, right? Tomorrow is basically the beginning of the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess I feel a little bit, a little bit emotional because this is like the last extension of this era. It starts tomorrow. But anyway, so I'm about to post y'all this picture. Y'all tell me when you would think that I took that picture. I just want y'all to tell me when y'all would think that I posted it. I mean, that I took it. Because I just took it just now, but it looked to me like I went back in time for a second. And I was like, what the? So, am I going to tour in 2026? I don't know, and that's the thing. It's just, you just never know. You never know how, you can't really predict like everything. But I just did a lot of touring back to back. I had an amazing time getting to see the Barbz again. It had been a lot of years. And somebody earlier had asked me who was teaching me how to speak pidgin language. Hi, Ivorian doll, my darling. How are you? Oh, Lucas said I'm seeing you tomorrow. Oh, so anyway, so tomorrow, Philly, Gag City, Philly, I'm seeing you tomorrow. That's for sure. And then after that, it's Gag City, Pittsburgh. And then it's Gag City, Madison Square Garden. And, and of course, the album, the deluxe. It's not a new album, it's just a deluxe with added songs on Pink Friday 2 is coming out on the 13th, which is, I think, next week, right? So, guys, but what I needed to tell the Barbz real quick, y'all, was that I was planning on announcing that tonight. I have to announce it maybe tomorrow afternoon, but it will be obviously before the show, okay? Meaning I have to announce, I think, like 34 winners for Buddha Wagwan.